All right, so I want to jump on and give you the quickest way to, if you're trying to make a change, a positive change, the quickest way to do that is by mind control. So this has come up because a few years ago when I was struggling with injuries, struggling with what direction I was going in life, I went to go seek out a mentor, and what he told me, or what he asked me, was, what am I on social media? Am I on, do I watch the news? And all these questions that I guess had never been asked by myself or someone asking me that. And this guy's I think he's a billionaire. So I took all the advice that I could from this guy and just wanted to learn more about what he does with his time, what he spends his time doing. And one of the things that he did say to me was that time and attention is your biggest asset. And I didn't know what he really meant at the time. I kind of understood it, but not to the extent I do now. And what he asked me was to delete, well, yeah, pretty much he just asked me to delete social media. And this is about 10 years ago. I ended up deleting social media, had no idea about what was going on in the world. Obviously, I'd hear it at training or hear it from people, but my attention and focus wasn't on things that were outside. It was always on actions and activities that was building myself up or helping me achieve certain intentions that I set out. So sporting goals. And that year was probably the most successful year, and I didn't realize it until after, because once I reached the goal, I ended up going back into bad habits of utilizing my time on social media, watching a bit of news, watching all these things, and it kind of like pulled my attention away from actually what my goals were. So I thought I'd create this and just talk about how to take control or take back control of your mind and your, well, I guess your focus and attention, and reprogram it. So for example, social media, the news, these things unconsciously program you without you knowing. So if you want to take control back and you're trying to make a positive change, one of the best things that I've realized to do is removing social media, or if it's hard to remove social media, unfollow or mute a lot of the pages that are on social media, Instagram for example, or delete Facebook. If you want to be there, then just have the messenger. Another thing would be the news. One of the biggest things is the news, or even radio. When these things are going on in the background, they're unconsciously programming you without you even knowing. So a lot of the news and things on the radio, a lot of it's all negative, and it's all based off fear. But I think it's the easiest way to control people. By people being in fear, it's a lot easier to control people. So one quick action or one exercise that you can do this week or whenever you want to do it, or starting now, is removing social media, or just removing the news, for example, and not just removing it, but if you're going to remove something, you've got to replace it. So something I did replace social media with a few years ago was, I think it was Pinterest. Just looking at things that I wanted to achieve and stuff like that. So then I'd be scrolling on that. So if you're going to remove something, replace it with something positive. So if it was removing the radio, and instead of listening to what's going on in the world, you can start listening to podcasts, audiobooks on more positive things and things that will actually move you forward in life. So yeah, that's something that I just want to share with you guys and hopefully help you.